April 16th, 2017. Welcome to the Jagman podcast. Got Freddie H on the line. Freddie, how's it going?
Pretty good, Jag.
So, NBA and NHL playoffs are underway. I know you've been watching. Let's start with the NHL tonight, okay?
Sure.
Basically, I just want to know what the deal is with the Washington Capitals, first of all.
First of all, they never do very well in the playoffs. I think I've said that before.
Yeah.
Secondly, Toronto, rookies that they are playing hard.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they're being coached well. I mean, they couldn't hit anybody's game because it was overtime. That's not surprising. I think I mentioned before that series might go a little ways.
Yeah, it just okay. So I know Washington's a regular season team, right?
Yep.
But the problem with these guys, they can't go that deep in the playoffs. They never have.
Nope. And that's a funny record that some people have, and they're one of them.
Yeah, it's just like their regular season team, and I know we'll save this team for later because I know you're gonna get fired about this too. They're the Toronto Raptors of the NBA, correct?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so true because the thing is, I'm looking at it and I'm like, these guys, they're just like, okay, they win one round, two rounds maybe, but they'll never go to the finals.
I don't know if they've even won a second round. Maybe they did last year. I can't remember.
I don't know. That's weird.
Well, I'll tell you my opinion of NHL
Yeah.
over many, many years now has been that any team, whether it be in Canada or United States, that rely on Russians and Europeans
Yeah.
to win, they don't. The only team that I could ever remember winning a Stanley Cup with a bunch of Russians was several years ago with Detroit.
Oh, that was back in
they have
'99 and
Russians,
stuff.
and they won. Okay, now I think that's the only time.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I watch these playoffs all the time. For whatever reason,
Yeah.
like Washington's got a lot of Russians and different, which they're good players. During the season, they were number one in everything: goals against, goals for, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
most points 2 years in a row. They do not know how to elevate in the playoffs. Bottom line, I'm telling you right now.
I agree.
You can't. You play at a certain level, and for some reason, the North Americans can reach back the good ones, and they go another level. And I haven't seen one European who can do that yet. No kidding.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree. A couple of Europeans that do come to mind are, well, he was good in his first couple of years, Malkin and Solani. But other
Yeah,
than that, I can't name anything, any other guys.
not many.
No.
That's for sure.
Okay, so let's talk about today's games here. Got two Canadian teams underway, or not underway, but they will play today. Start off with the Wild versus the Blues, and I believe they're in St. Louis tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, that's a shock.
You know, that's kind of a surprise. I didn't think they'd lose two at home, but they were close games.
Yeah, no, it's weird. So the Blues are up 2-0 on that. Who do you think's going to win tonight?
But going back to St. Louis, I don't know if Minnesota can come back. I really don't. Anybody who loses their first two games, I think their odds of coming back are very slim.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I could see Wild winning one game in St. Louis, but I pretty much I think when you're down 2-0, you know that it's a tough hill to climb after that.
Especially if you lose your two at home.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. So the Penguins are in Columbus, trying to face the Blue Jackets, and they're up 2-0 against Columbus.
Oh, that maybe Columbus will win a game. I think they should win a game at home.
Yeah, I think the same thing because they're in the home arena. They could have a
Yeah.
chance, right? But I think because of Penguins' experience, they have this thing wrapped up.
Yes, I would say so.
Canadians versus the Rangers split at 1 in New
Uh,
York.
didn't I say to you last week that could be an upset now?
Yeah, you did. You did. You
the
did.
Rangers, the Rangers aren't too slouchy.
No, I
You
know.
know,
The Rangers are pretty good.
I think Montreal was lucky to win the last game, so they're going back to New York. If they split there,
Uh-huh.
then they're still best of three then. But
Yeah.
that's hard to say.
Um,
My biggest. Oh,
so go ahead. Yeah, so my thing is, the Rangers do have that kind of experience, and they have a coach. I can't remember the guy's name. He is experienced too.
He's got experience in a playoffs, but he hasn't ever won a cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But didn't he take? He took the Canucks to the finals, right?
Yeah.
And then he took the Rangers to the finals when they faced the Kings, didn't he? A couple years ago.
Yep.
So
He's been to the finals, never can win one.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't even remember the guy's name. So okay, I watched this game on Friday night. Oilers versus the San Jose Sharks. And I watched game 1, and then I watched game 2. Oilers kind of fell apart in game 1. However, in game 2, they used their bodies. And
they sure did.
It was one hell of a game. And 2 shorthanded goals with Cassian and McDavid. But I love that game. It was such a great atmosphere or whatever. But the one problem is every time I looked up, Oilers were in the penalty box.
They take too many. They're still undisciplined.
It's just like high sticking. It's okay. Larson got 1. Lucic got 2. Patrick Maroon got 2. I was just like, wow. Like, how many penalties are you guys taking?
If they don't clean up their act, that's their downfall. They're going to not win.
Yeah, exactly. They're in San Jose tonight. What do you think is going to happen?
They have to win a game down there to have a chance.
Yeah. This is going to be a tight series.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, did you watch last night's games?
Not completely. I watched a few.
Yeah, so I was surprised at Maple Leafs. You beat the Caps yesterday.
Well, I don't know. That wasn't too surprising to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I like the way they play. They got a lot of guts and they got a good coach. He seems to.
Oh, Mike Babcock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Bruins versus Senators tomorrow. Who do you have in that one?
Well, the Bruins are at home.
Yeah.
They should do okay there.
And then these two teams. Oh, one of the teams surprised me. Blackhawks versus the Predators. Wow.
That's my biggest surprise.
Oh yeah.
Of this NHL playoff.
I told everybody. Blackhawks and the Pens are going to go to the final. But wow, wasn't it 5-0 last night?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, excuse me. In hockey, doesn't matter. If you make the playoffs, it just depends who plays better. So that's the way it goes. But in hockey, if your goalie gets hot at the right time, you're liable to get long ways into the playoffs.
Yeah.
I remember several years ago, the Philadelphia Flyers got into the playoffs. And they weren't no hell, but they had Bernie Perron as a goalie. I think he ended up, after winning the cup, he ended up at a 1 goals against average in the whole series, the whole playoff. It was just amazing. he just won by himself. And Pecorini is a good goalie.
Yeah, he is.
You know, like the shots on goal were almost the same yesterday's game, and it ended up 5-0. So, and I was watching parts of it. I didn't watch it completely because I was flipping between basketball and hockey and whatever else was going on.
So here's the thing. I think because Nashville was getting scrutinized over the PK Subban trade all year long.
Yeah.
But now, after what I've seen the first two games, I think it's paying off dividends for Nashville.
So far, now I don't think it's him. I think it's the goaltender that's paying off.
Yeah.
He's playing really well.
He's playing really well too, but it's just like you need that kind of defenseman that will get you to the next level. Like, remember Oilers back in 2006, they had Pronger. He made a huge difference. Yep. Right?
Oh, he was the difference to make it as far as he did.
Exactly. So you need that kind of person, a strong defenseman.
Yep.
Anaheim in Calgary tomorrow. I didn't like what I saw with Calgary last night, how they were just cross-checking at the end of the game. I think it was Goudreau that cross-checked an Anaheim player. It was like 5 seconds left. Really? Why you gotta cross-check? Like, you guys clearly lost the game, yet, you know, just show some sportsmanship, right? Like,
well, the reason Goudreau did that is because Anaheim were being really chippy with him all game. They were sticking him the whole game. They were hitting him and getting away with it. That's why he did it, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
No, that'd be why. He's a good guy. He's one of the better players in the league. So
yeah.
I think he just got the end of it.
Yeah. If I were him, I'd save it for the next game, right?
Oh yeah. Score goals. That's how to get even.
Exactly. That's how you do get even. So yeah, no. Let's jump over to the NBA because this is going to be quite interesting. This is going to be... Okay, I'm going to let you have the first topic of debate here. And I already know which one you're going to choose, and I think you already know which one I'm going to choose. Right?
Okay, go ahead.
Toronto Raptors. Right?
Okay.
What the hell was that? I couldn't believe it.
What did we say?
No. We said Milwaukee Bucks were good, right?
We said whoever's going to play the Milwaukee Bucks is going to be in for a long series.
Exactly.
And there we go.
But here's the problem I have with the Toronto Raptors. Okay, everybody thinks, they're Canada's team. But do you guys understand that Kyle Lowry should have gotten traded before the trade deadline because he's a choke artist? He chokes. Like, I swear to God. Last couple games in the regular season, he got like 27-point average, right, when he came back. How many points did he get last night?
4.
Yeah. What the hell? I could have suited up and got 5 points, man.
4.
Oh, my God.
Played 34 minutes.
Okay, so didn't we discuss last week that without Kyle Lowry, people were stepping up?
Yeah.
And these people like to distribute the ball. Kyle Lowry chokes every single playoff season.
Well, while Kyle was off, Norman Powell played really well.
Yeah.
He played him 6 minutes yesterday.
That's unbelievable.
That's...
You know what it is?
If I was coaching, I've coached baseball and I've coached basketball, men's, okay, and kids, but mostly men's.
Yeah.
Senior B level, not any higher. But anyways, if a guy, I don't care who it is, isn't producing, somebody from the bench is come and play. Not keep him under for 34 minutes, hoping he's going to get going. I'd never leave him out there that long.
Okay.
I'd have put somebody in.
Here's the thing, okay? After this season, I want two guys gone. I want Messiah Ujiri gone, and I want Dwayne Casey gone. Because when they
That
made
could
these,
be.
what's that?
That probably could happen.
When they made these trades for Ibaka and Tucker, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, we made these trades." I'm like, "You guys are stupid, right?" They're like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" I said, "Listen, they kept Kyle Lowry and they brought in Ibaka and Tucker. I have no problem with these guys. However, if these guys get kicked out in the first round by the Milwaukee Bucks, they have a chance of leaving. You gave up a first round pick and Terrence Ross. I don't really care about Terrence Ross, right? For Ibaka and 2 second round picks for Tucker. And they have the possibility of
That
leaving.
was a mistake.
That was a huge
too.
mistake. And you said it right there. You play Kyle Lowry 34 minutes, and he gets 4 points. Yet you
Not
play
too smart.
Norman Powell for how long? 6?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes. And then he got 5 points.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I mean, good grief.
Like, oh my god. I don't understand what the Toronto Raptors are doing. I swear.
And again, they bring Corey Joseph in. He played 27 minutes and got 3 points. So what's wrong with Freddie Van Fleet? He played 2 minutes. I mean,
Wow.
him and Powell did pretty good when Lowry was off.
Corey Joseph got 4 points.
3.
3 points.
He played 27 minutes. So between Joseph and Lowry, 34 minutes and 27 minutes, total of 7 points.
I think Corey Joseph needs to stick to Maple Leaf commercials. Maple Leaf baloney commercials. Come on, man. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
We were talking about Messiah Ujiri, that he should go.
Oh, he's gone, man.
I just 2 days ago I read a thing about him saying definitely Kyle Lowry is going to be re-signed.
Oh my
That's what he
god.
said.
Why would you sign this guy?
I don't know.
Okay, so
He's getting on it. I don't know.
okay, here's the thing. The guy decides to get surgery after he plays the All-Star game. And so once he gets the All-Star game, he's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go for surgery. And he's out. And like, okay, whatever, you guys got third place. No, not a big deal. But
Yeah.
it's just kind of like, what the hell are you doing? You got
That's
4
that's only
points last
playing for
night.
yourself.
And the funny thing is, he makes like 20 million a season right now, right?
Yeah.
And he's going to ask for more. Like, I am not sure, but correct me if I'm not wrong. What is that, like 5 million a point? Right? Oh my god, he got a point. Oh, okay, we'll give him another 5 mil. What the hell is this? I swear to God, I do not understand Toronto Raptors. Like
I think it's going to be the same situation with them as it was with the Toronto Blue Jays and Batista.
yeah, true.
He thought he's going to get millions and millions of dollars, and nobody took him. Nobody. Because he wasn't worth it. And it's proving it.
You know what it is?
Toronto took him back, and it's proving that he wasn't worth it.
I honestly think Philadelphia 76ers should go after Kyle Lowry. Because he's a free agent, right? And that's his
Somebody will
hometown.
take him.
Yeah, that's his hometown too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just floored at what I saw last night. Like,
But what you had said earlier about getting rid of the coach, I agree. I don't care how many wins he's got. He hasn't proven nothing to me yet.
yeah, he hasn't done
Same
anything.
old.
It's just like, and for the love of me, why the hell would you pay DeRozan $29 million a season? I know he's good, but he's not that good.
Well, he's on Toronto's. He's probably the only guy worth that.
Yeah, but it's gonna be hard for them to keep Ibaka and Tucker. Like, I like Ibaka and Tucker. They make a difference.
Yeah.
they make you tougher. But the thing is, it just bottom line is you guys really royally screwed up when you paid him 29 mil and you kept Dwayne Casey, you kept Kyle Lowry, you kept Usai Ujiri.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I don't get it. It's just
management, huh?
yeah. Well, then you see all these guys that sitting there wearing Toronto Raptors jerseys and shirts and stuff. But you know they don't know jack about basketball, right? They don't understand. Oh, they're like, oh, Kyle Lowry, he'll take us to the future. I'm like, are you serious? Have you seen what he did in last year's playoffs? Have you seen what he did in Brooklyn's playoffs? Remember when he faced Brooklyn 2 years ago and 3 years ago?
Yeah, I remember.
He's like virtually non-existent.
That's right.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, let's jump over to another team before I blow blood vessel. So currently, right now, we have the Wizards versus the Hawks in Washington. Is it
Right now it's 5-0 Wizards.
Oh, is it 5-0?
Yeah. Update 12-8.
12-8. Yeah. I can see the Wizards taking this 4-0 sweep.
4-1.
4-1, eh?
I think Atlanta will win one game at home.
Well, you know what? Washington was on a tear. Like after, was it after the All-Star or before the All-Star?
Yeah, going before and after for a bit, and then they went on a downhill for a while.
Yeah, exactly. They peaked at the wrong time.
Yeah.
No, I just think they don't have a strong enough bench. Like they're good and all, but they're not that good compared to like elite teams. So
No.
I could see them getting through the first round, but depends on who they play the second round.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, exactly. Bulls versus the Celtics. So, my condolences on Isaiah Thomas. His sister passed away.
Yeah, that's right.
You heard about that, eh?
Yes. Car accident.
Yeah, accident in Seattle. Cause he's around from Seattle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's making it to the first game?
Probably.
You think so, eh?
I think he'd be there.
That starts at 3:30. I don't know if he's gonna be there.
I would be surprised if he isn't, knowing him.
So, they're saying that this could be an upset series. Like the first seed versus the 8th seed.
Chicago aren't that bad either. I mean, if they get hot, I mean, the only superstar they got is Butler, and then against Isaiah, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
All the rest.
So I don't know. That's gonna be a tough series. It's either I honestly think Bulls are gonna win this one.
Well, it would be an upset if they do.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think they will. I think Boston's gonna.
You think Boston's gonna take this one?
I think they'll beat the Bulls.
They got a great coach. They got a great system. You got to give them that much. How about this one? Trailblazers versus the Warriors tonight.
Yeah. the Warriors are on a roll.
Yeah.
Even though Seth was a little hurt.
Yeah, for sure. I don't.
That just
Yeah.
That remains to be seen how because he was hurting last year. That's why they didn't win basically. But Durant looks like he's back. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is gonna be an interesting one. OKC is in Houston tonight.
That's gonna be the most interesting series of the works.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? Because you have both MVP type players, and they both love driving to the basket.
Yes, both of them exactly the same.
Yeah, I don't know.
I still think that Houston's got a better total team than Oklahoma City.
Oh, for sure.
Although Oklahoma is pretty tough in the middle.
They're really tough in the middle, like we described last week. They're really tough in the middle, but Houston's just got the shooting.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. They got Lou Williams, um, what's his face, Ryan Anderson, James Harden,
Yeah.
Trevor Ariza,
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's right.
that guy from
They're
New Orleans. What the hell's his name?
they're a good team.
And the thing is, OKC better have perimeter defense because the Rockets are gonna shoot their way out of this one for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
So okay, let's talk about last night's games. X out Toronto already because they're gonna lose this entire series. So I'm done with Toronto. Like I was never a fan, right? But we said it last
I didn't
week.
like them.
No,
Either.
we both hated them. And the thing is, it's just their announcers. It's a, if Milwaukee beats Toronto, they're doing us a favor because we don't have to listen to their stupid announcers, right? Yeah.
Right.
So no, then we can listen to some proper announcers.
Did you hear? I just maybe didn't. Did you hear the pregame show they were talking before that game started? Well, we should be in the finals this year. Oh my God! Oh, they're already playing whoever's winning the West before they even play game one. And don't you, the Matty D, to what's his name? Not the good guy, not Jack. Hey, what do you think? This has to be the best team Toronto ever fielded. Jesus, I'm going. I remember when they had McGreedy and Carter. They had a pretty good team then.
Yeah.
They were. I don't care. They were just as good then. Probably better.
It's just I don't know. Like I hate their announcers. I hate Kyle Lowry. I'm not a big fan of Dwayne Casey at all, and I'm not a big fan of Messiah Ujiri. So
let's slip over to the teams that you and I really like. Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. Okay, let's talk about the easy ones first. The Spurs just trashed the Grizzlies last night.
Well, I watched the game. In the first quarter, I'm going, oh my God.
Yeah. The first quarter, I was like, what the hell?
So I says, Marlene goes, oh my gosh, she says. I said, hey, Popovich will do the turnaround. Did he not?
Yeah.
He scored 30 points in the first quarter, and at the end of the third quarter, they scored 32 more.
Yeah.
Huh?
That was unbelievable.
So, they upped their defense, which is one thing that Popovich is famous for.
Yeah.
Good defense.
Well, you know what it is? Like, no matter how we look at this entire situation, it is definitely going to be Spurs versus the Warriors in the conference finals.
I think so, too. The only thing that worries me about the Spurs is Parker getting hurt, Ginobili getting hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if Kawhi Leonard gets hurt, forget it.
Yeah, for sure. Then it's over.
No, really. You can't, that's the only thing about betting on anybody in this is injury can sure take care of your odds.
Exactly. Okay, so I think. Oh, and by the way, Grizz were without Tony Allen, right? He's injured.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's their top defender.
That's right.
So it's 4-0
That's
sweep.
a pretty good scorer.
Yeah, for sure. It's a 4-0 sweep right there for sure. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's talk about two things here. Clippers versus the Jazz. I watched it last night. I was stunned. I was absolutely stunned.
I was so happy.
I was so happy too. I was like, oh my god, what the hell, they won. But 20 seconds into the game, Rudy Gobert goes down. And
Yeah.
right away, I was like, "Oh my God, something's gonna happen." Clippers got an easy series, right? It turned out he had a hyperextended knee injury. I don't think he's gonna be back for the play for this series. I think he's done for the series.
Well, yeah. Well, it's too bad anyway. He played 1 minute.
Yeah. So it was a nail biter, and you think that
Well, yeah.
you think the Clippers would take advantage of this, especially at home. But it was a nail biter
Yeah.
to like for the whole entire game. But I
Yeah.
swear, ISO Joe Johnson took over last night.
Yeah, he did.
It
He played very well.
it was like, and the thing is, his very last shot with 1 second left, boom, puts it up. It's and I don't like, okay, Blake Griffin, non-existent.
He 26 points.
No. I meant like in the fourth quarter.
Oh, right.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter,
No,
like
you're right.
you never saw Blake Griffin in the fourth quarter. You saw CP3,
Yeah.
and you saw a little bit of DeAndre Jordan because he was taking advantage because Rudy Gobert's not there, and he had a smaller Derek Favors to guard. But no, it was unbelievable. I on.
Watching that game.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was flipping between hockey and it too, but listening to the announcers for that game, they remind me of those two idiots from Toronto.
Okay, here.
Oh, Jordan is this good, and Blake is this good, and Chris Paul is by far the best point guard in the NBA. I'm like, oh my God.
I hate the Clipper announcers.
They're like Toronto's.
It's just and the thing is, both sets of announcers were on TV last night. It's just like, oh my God, what a Saturday night this is.
Yeah.
It just,
Yeah.
it's so weird. It's really, it's just, I don't know. Like, you think Clippers would have took advantage of last night? You think that?
You would think.
Yeah.
You figured Gobert won't be back, huh?
No. Well, that's what they're saying. It's not no structural damage. He hyperextended the knee, and Rodney Hood, a player on their team, he had the same thing in January, and he was out for 12 days. So I don't think he's going to be back.
Well, yeah, I think that's a real damper for them. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, but they have a lot of guys stepping up last night.
Yeah.
I was pretty impressed with the Jazz last night, especially with ISO Joe. He's so clutch. Like,
Yeah, they did step up. They did. You're right.
1 second left, boom, gets it done. I've never seen that before. Let's talk about the Cavs and the Pacers. Okay, so I think it was halftime, and the Cavs gave up, I think, 55 points in the first half. If you're the reigning defending champions, you shouldn't give up that much.
No.
Not a chance, right?
No. You're right. That was a close game. They could have lost that game.
Oh, for sure.
Paul George took the last shot. If that went in, they would have won.
Oh my God. Okay, so here's the thing. Part of me is thinking Paul George is an idiot. This is why I think that. With possessions 20 seconds or less, he is 0 for 15 in those kind of shots.
Oh, then he shouldn't get the ball.
Exactly. He shouldn't, right? And the thing is, the last two times that he played Cleveland, pressure situations, he's on the free throw line. I texted my buddy. I said, okay, I guarantee he chokes in one of them. Guarantee he chokes. What happened? He choked on the first one.
Yeah.
Right? And so then he I think it was like 2.3 seconds left. He passes it over to CJ Miles, and then he tells people he's like, okay, I what's it called? I wanted the ball back.
With 2 seconds left.
2 seconds left. You want the ball back? Really? Then why'd you give it up?
Exactly.
Right? He
1001, 1002.
exactly. And the thing is, he's one of those guys that reminds me now that he deflects the blame off himself. He constantly blames the refs, right? And
Yeah, stuff like the Toronto guys.
yeah, in the media, he constantly deflects the blame to somebody else, but besides himself. And for a guy to deflect the blame to another individual on your team through the media, I think that's the stupidest move anyone can ever do.
Yeah.
It's just beyond. I don't know. I think it's stupid, but whatever. I don't know what it is. It's just like This is a total sweep. A total sweep.
Probably. Maybe they'll win a game at home, but I don't think so.
Yeah, so I'm thinking you're saying that they're gonna win. They might win one at home, right? The Pacers.
I think they'll win one. Yeah.
You know what's very odd is the fact that Lance Stevenson plays very well as an Indiana Pacer.
He has. He got 16 points yesterday.
But he sucks when he played for the Charlotte Hornets, Memphis Grizzlies, and LA Clippers.
Larry Bird does something to him, I guess.
Really? I thought it was something in the... there's got to be some hometown cooking in Indiana or something, some favorite restaurant or something.
Well, it showed Larry Bird sitting in the stands after Stevenson made a three-pointer or something.
Oh, yeah?
And the announcer said there's something about Stevenson and Larry Bird liked. They said that.
That's weird. I've never seen that before. It's just like
Nope.
they made this this joke. Lance Stevenson is a lion on the Indiana Pacers, but anywhere else he's a small little kitten. It's the weirdest thing in the world. I've never seen that before. So okay, we took care of tonight's games. What about Washington's system and versus Atlanta's system? So the thing is, you got both great coaches tonight, right? And can you see that, like, okay, with San Antonio, they were able to turn it around because Popovich had a great system, right?
Yeah, great defense, yeah.
But now, when you have Washington versus Atlanta, they both got great systems. However, I think it's going to be definitely going to be a sweep on this one.
I don't know. It depends. Right now, with 2 seconds left to go in the first quarter, it's 27-25 at the Hawks.
That's just I don't know what to make of that.
End of quarter one, yeah, 29. Oh, end of quarter one, 29-25 Hawks.
That's unbelievable. Like,
yeah. So I don't know. I think that's gonna go more than a sweep. That's gonna be a little series too.
It could be right, but I want to talk about Celtics versus the Bulls because we're on two opposite pages here, right?
Yeah.
You're thinking Celtics, I'm thinking Bulls. The coach guaranteed hands down is Boston for sure. But but it's just when it comes down to it, you also got Dwayne Wade is healthy and Rajon Rondo is healthy too.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I don't know. The Hawks,
The Bulls?
the Bulls just snuck into the playoffs,
Yeah, for sure.
and I've seen them play well, and I've seen them stink. And it just depends on Dwayne Wade, I guess, because I've seen him stink too, and Rondo.
It's like Jekyll and Hyde. One day they play
Yeah.
awesome. The next day they play bad.
I think total team. I think Boston's got a better total team.
Total team for sure. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and that's the wins.
I just don't know. Like the thing is, it's just you got no experience with Boston when it comes to playoffs. Well, did they make it last year?
I mean, I think they did. They didn't go very far though.
No. Oh yeah, they
think
did.
they made it last
They played the Cavs, didn't they?
I think they did.
I think Boston will get some games. This could go 7 games though. Because,
Might, but
yeah,
I think it will.
yeah, you never know for this
I
one.
think it will.
Um,
That game will be on television, I guess, pretty soon. 3 o'clock or something like that.
yeah, 3:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. With the another close series will be Thunder versus the Rockets.
Oh God, yeah.
It's just
Oklahoma. If Oklahoma wins a game in Houston, one of the first two, that'll be really hard to beat.
yeah, for sure.
Houston, if Oklahoma City flukes one out in Houston and they go back Oklahoma City and take both there, watch out. And I'll tell you, Harden ain't that great in the playoffs. I don't care. I've said that for years. I've seen him. I remember when he first was really, really good when they had Oklahoma City, him and Durant and Westbrook.
Yeah.
He never made a goddamn shot. He lost it for him, I thought, in that series.
Yeah, for
For
sure.
Oklahoma City.
Well,
And then he
just choked.
Yeah, he got traded. Yeah, he got traded away, and then I seen him in the playoff again with Houston. I go, same thing.
Yeah.
Oh
So
well, we'll see.
so with the Cavs versus the Indiana Pacers, right? Like I thought Cavs were like a sitting duck all of regular season. They didn't care, right? So, do you see that the Cavs are woken up?
They might win a game. They should have won the other day. They had a chance to win that game. Now, I don't know. I think after this, Cleveland's going to pour on to them.
Yeah,
They'll probably beat them by a mile in game 2, and then they have to go to Indiana.
yeah.
3 and 4.
So I think LeBron James is quite lucky because you're playing Indiana, and I don't know how the hell Indiana is in the playoffs.
I don't either.
I would have loved to see Miami in the playoffs, but not Indiana. It's just it's weird. Okay, so I'm not too sure if you heard Phil Jackson's comments on Carmelo Anthony.
No, I never.
No?
Not safety, I haven't.
Okay, you're lucky you never heard that. So general manager of the team says basically that your star player, Carmelo Anthony, is better off in another situation on another team because he's not doing, like, not in those words, but he's not fitting in well with New York. So that's your general manager that says it.
Well, I guess that explains why they never played the first string that game you and I talked about last week.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he was benched, right? I don't know why, but
the whole first string.
Yeah. And so then they had their exit meeting. You know how they have all have exit meetings, right? When the season is over. So they had the exit meeting with Carmelo Anthony. I'm guessing it never went well. That's safe to assume that. But the next time, the next meeting was with Kristaps Porzingis, and I'm glad he did this. Kristaps Porzingis skipped it. He was that mad. He skipped he skipped a meeting with Phil Jackson. I'm so glad he did that. Because the thing is, I have no idea. New York Knicks are just another franchise like Toronto that doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
So far, yeah.
It's kind of like, okay, well, New York Knicks, you messed up on the trade where you could have had Ricky Rubio for Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
And you nixed that trade because you wanted something more in return. Well, guess what? 2 weeks later, Derrick Rose says, I'm out for the season. I got to have knee surgery again. What is that, like the fifth time? And you wanted more? It's just like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. You know what it is?
Re-sign him.
No, hell no. I don't get what some players do. Or not, like, I don't get what some teams do. It's just like, you don't trade Kyle Lowry because you want to pay him even more money to choke up in the playoffs, right? You keep Phil Jackson because you want him to pay Joakim Noah $20 million a season to play like crap, and then go out with a rotator cuff injury. And then you don't trade Derrick Rose for Ricky Rubio, and 2 weeks later, Derrick Rose gets a serious knee injury again. It's just, I honestly think if me and you ran New York, then it would be a good team. Like, I think with our knowledge, we know more than Phil Jackson. And Phil Jackson's just got to drop this whole triangle system, blah blah blah.
Yes.
It's just this is not the only. Yeah. It's stupid. Let's talk about stupid other teams here. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic fired their GM. Why did they do that? Because somebody, I don't know who, took a picture of their strategic moves that they were going to do in the off season and free agents and whatnot, and they posted it and they leaked it. Orlando's strategic system. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly, and they leaked out all this information that they were planning to do. So one of the things that Orlando wanted to do was they wanted to trade for Luol Deng. I don't know why. Luol Deng and Larry Nance Jr. And now it's kind of blown up in the air, saying, okay, everybody knows our plans. The entire who they wanted and whatnot. They wanted to trade Aaron Gordon for another player. I cannot remember who, but it's weird. But another team that's so messed up is the Philadelphia 76ers, correct?
Yes, correct.
I think when they screwed up on the Nerlens Noel trade, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yes. I don't know.
What are some other dumb teams that you consider?
Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, Brooklyn.
Nets.
Yeah, Brooklyn. That's for sure.
They're a pretty dumb team.
Oh yeah.
That's in the East. The West, I don't know. West. Minnesota's coming on a bit, although they came last in their division.
Yeah. Minnesota. I got one particular team. I'm gonna wait for your team to, you to say a team first.
Well, the Suns aren't any good either right now.
No, the Suns suck.
The Southwest within the Spurs division, the Rockets.
Yeah.
All them teams are pretty good teams.
So what do you
all five?
What do you think of Sacramento Kings?
I never did like them. They're like the Clippers.
Exactly. I swear to God, it's just like You're gonna be in the lottery again. This is the 10th straight year. Haven't you guys learned your lesson yet? 10 straight years. 10 consecutive straight years. I've
It
never.
took Edmonton a long time to get it straight in the NHL too.
Yeah, it's just the thing is like they had first round draft picks though, right?
Yeah.
Like Edmonton, they picked up Eberle, they picked up Ryan Nugent Hopkins, Taylor Hall. Yeah, guys like that, which are strong kids, right? Strong picks. However, um, what can you honestly say? Like Sacramento Kings have not picked very well. Like their scouting system sucks.
They haven't picked well.
No, not
They also don't supply a good core for these to these people to play in. That's what
exactly.
Edmonton was doing wrong. They never had the horses to help the kids along. And This is the
Exactly.
same situation as the Kings have.
Yeah. I don't know.
You've
What
got to have a good farm system.
exactly? What do you think about Charlotte?
I don't know. They're Michael Jordan's team, but he doesn't seem he just owns them. He doesn't run them.
He
They should get a new coach. I
uh
don't like their coach.
new coach and you gotta trade some guys here, right? Like they'll be in the lottery because they never made the playoffs, but they play. Okay, you're paying Nicholas Batum 20 million a season.
Oh, that's another waste of money.
It is. It's a total waste of money, right? Um, Harrison Barnes, he's making 20 mil, but I think he'll prove it because he's young, right? And
Yeah.
he's like a two-dimensional player, and I yet to have seen this guy get injured. If I'm not wrong, I don't know that for sure. But when's the last time he got injured? And
I don't know. Yeah.
Nicholas Batum gets injured all the time.
I've never seen him as a good player ever. I don't know how come he gets that much money.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Portland Trailblazers. They're another team that really. I know they made it to the playoffs. I know they got C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard, but I don't know. It just time year after year they seem to disappoint me. They're always in the bottom three in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
6, 7, or 8 every single time.
Yeah.
Like I know the West is so deep. The West is very deep, but yeah, you pay C.J. McCollum 20 mil, you pay Damian Lillard 20 mil. That's 40 right there, right?
Yeah.
Where's their centers? Where's their power forwards? Right?
Yeah.
Like they need to go.
Yeah.
They need to go after guys like Ibaka or like JJ Redick, who's another great shooter. God, I hope he doesn't sign with the Clippers. Please, I'm begging. It's just the Clippers. It's just something about the Clippers I don't get. And holy crap, the Hawks are up 33-29. Maybe you're right. Maybe this is not a sweep. I'm thinking you're right on this one. I don't know, but speaking of the Hawks, Dwight Howard always comes up in the playoffs, eh?
He never proves nothing either.
You know,
I was never impressed with Superman ever.
yeah. He just
Really?
in the regular season, I don't get him or whatever, but sometimes in the playoffs, he does pick it up. Like I could see him if the Hawks are able to pull off this upset, it's because Dwight Howard versus Gortat in the middle.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know. It's something about Dwight Howard in the playoffs. He always seems to bring in the playoffs.
Well, right at this moment, for 7 minutes to go, it's in the second quarter. It's 34-29 Hawks.
Yeah, no, it's just
I don't know.
Okay, this is a very, very odd one because
Dwight Howard hasn't got nothing.
really?
0 points.
Oh my God.
10 minutes, 0 points.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Millsap got 10. Schroeder got 8. Ilya Silva got 7. Bazemore 5.
So you mentioned Paul Millsap, right?
Yeah.
There's another guy that needs to be on a different team. I know that he likes
I thought
Atlanta.
they were going to trade him this year.
They thought they were, but they had no plans. But now he's going to be a free agent, right? Now, if you're Paul Millsap, do you stick with Atlanta or do you go somewhere else?
Depends how they do this year, I guess. They had a pretty good run a couple of years ago and didn't quite make it, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows about that one? But Freddie H, make sure you watch this tonight, and we'll discuss it next week. And hopefully, I'm thinking one team is going to be out right away because there's gonna be a sweep, one sweep in the playoffs for sure, in NHL and NBA. Correct?
Well, the sweeps that look like are going to happen are the ones that I don't think will get swept. Like I don't think that Chicago's going to lose 4 straight, and they should.
No.
And I don't think that who else has got a 2-0 lead in the East somewhere. Let me look here.
For basketball?
Anaheim, I don't think is going to sweep because they're going to go back to Calgary. Calgary's going to win a game there.
Yeah.
And St. Louis, they might sweep.
Well, Pittsburgh's going to
They're going
sweep.
back home.
Pittsburgh's going to
Pittsburgh
sweep.
is going. Well, they're going to Charlotte. I mean to
Columbus?
Columbus. I don't think they'll sweep. They'll lose a game there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough to say.
I don't know. The most unlikely sweep would be Chicago losing 2 more games. That would be
That
my
would
jaw
be
hit the ground.
an absolute shocker.
Yep. Exactly.
Like the first seed gets swept. I've never seen that before.
Oh.
And
Nope.
if it's happened, it's definitely been a long time because I've never seen that in a long time.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that
No, neither do I.
ever.
Weird.
I've heard of a Stanley Cup winner losing in their first round, but not swept.
Oh, I know, right? It's just like it's pretty unbelievable what happens in the playoffs because some of the games, some of the series are unexpected. It's so surprising, so shocking.
Well, that goalie is going to be the difference in that series. If Pecorino stays hot, they're going to sweep Chicago.
Yeah,
Chicago shoots him and then gets shut out twice. I mean, what's that say?
exactly. Like on paper, you have Clippers look better than the Jazz because you have all these guys, like you have all these all-stars, but who won last night?
Yeah, exactly.
Without their main center, right?
Yeah.
It's 2 words, ISO Joe. But Freddie H, I'll catch you next week, and we'll talk more on NBA and NHL.
Okay, Jag.
Okay,
See you then.
have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Shag Mangot Podcast. Tune in next time.